Hey there, and welcome back to Wrestling Bites. Let's get the show on the road. Wrestling Bites brings you the latest in wrestling news for the week, so sit back and relax as we take you around the world of wrestling. In today's video, we're going to look at some of the interesting stories revolving around Austin Theory, who just cashed in on Money in the Bank in a very controversial fashion. We'll also check out some interesting topics related to Rhea Ripley, Bray Wyatt, Triple H, Sheamus, and how Bobby Lashley crossed the line. So without further ado, let's get right into it. During the main event of Raw, Seth Rollins participated in an open challenge for the United States title. Ali made a brief appearance before the fight, but Bobby Lashley quickly knocked him out of the competition. As soon as Lashley entered the ring, he immediately began his savage assault on Seth Rollins. Even though this was supposed to be Austin Theory's big payday, the story of Bobby Lashley still had a significant impact on the outcome of the match. Lashley lost the United States Championship to Seth Rollins after Brock Lesnar randomly attacked him. And then there was the incident at Crown Jewel, where Lashley was unsuccessful in his attempt to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from Brock. As a result, Lashley has been transformed into an unstoppable force that is destroying everything in its path. After Lashley successfully eliminates Seth Rollins, everything seems to be going according to plan. However, Austin Theory then appears with the Money in the Bank contract in his hand, and this is the moment when the entire show started falling apart. Austin Theory cashed in his Money in the Bank contract for a match for the United States title. This was the first time ever that the contract was cashed in for a mid-card title, and it shocked everyone because of the longest time WWE has clearly stated that the Money in the Bank contract gives you the opportunity of picking any world title to cash in on. They never made any mention that the contract will be used for any title in WWE, so this cash-in here by Austin Theory basically changed the rules and the integrity of the Money in the Bank contract. Getting back to the match itself, Theory is about to get a 3 count on Seth Rollins when Lashley comes back out and drags him out of the ring. Theory almost gets counted out, but enters back into the ring just in time to take a stomp and lose the match to Seth Rollins. It's such an embarrassing decision for the character of Austin Theory, saddled with a failed cash-in attempt, not on Roman Reigns and the undisputed WWE title, but on the United States title. Number 2, Bray Wyatt now wants Triple H to bring back 2 unreleased stars. Bray Wyatt returned to WWE last month, and there are several people that he wants to work with now, and there are several people that he wants to work with now that he's back. It's been claimed from his real-life brother Bo Dallas, as well as former ally Eric Rowan, are 2 people he wants to be partnered with now that he's working for WWE again. Bray is rumored to be launching a new Wyatt 6 faction in WWE with names such as Karrion Kross and Liv Morgan being thrown about as potential inclusions. Not just that, but Bo Dallas is also expected to partner Bray in WWE. Speaking about the power that he has in WWE right now, WrestleVotes claims that Wyatt has a lot to say over his storylines now that he's back, with higher-ups listening to all his ideas. Number 3, Triple H changed his mind on Karrion Kross. Triple H would always book Karrion Kross to win in an NXT, despite often not being as over as his opponents. When Triple H reintroduced Kross to the main roster a few months ago, it looked like he was once again being pushed right to the top. That message was clear when Scarlett placed the hourglass in front of Roman Reigns back in August to indicate the clock was ticking on his championship reign. Here we are a few months later, and Kross is struggling to get over in WWE despite beating Drew McIntyre last month at Extreme Rules. The big difference this time is that Triple H adjusted to Karrion's underwhelming fan response by booking him to lose against McIntyre at Crown Jewel. For the first time in a long time, it's worth wondering if Triple H's confidence in Kross is shaken. At the very least, Karrion is not a guy who should be working a main event program with Roman Reigns anytime soon. Number 4, Triple H has big plans for incredible 29-year-old star. Triple H is planning on bringing Cameron Grimes up to the WWE main roster. It has now been claimed. Following in the footsteps of Legado del Fantasma and Solo Sikoa, Grimes is said to be brought to either Raw or SmackDown by Triple H. The move comes as The Game, both through NXT call-ups and bringing back released stars, looks to bolster the company's roster. Grimes was experienced before he signed in 2019, mainly due to his work with Impact Wrestling, but has used his time with developmental to get used to WWE style. Now, Triple H clearly thinks that the 29-year-old is ready to make the move and will be preparing to bring him up to the main roster before too long. Cameron Grimes, if reports are to be believed, isn't the only talent moving on from NXT up to either Raw or SmackDown. Number 5, update on Sheamus' return to WWE TV. The last time we saw Sheamus on WWE television, he was the recipient of a brutal beatdown at the hands of Sami Zayn, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa that took him off our screens indefinitely. In reality, it was to write his character off live TV to allow him to take time off for his upcoming nuptials. So when can fans expect to see the Celtic Warrior back on TV? Mike Johnson of PWInsider.com reported the former WWE champion is expected to return this Friday for SmackDown. With the build to Survivor Series on November 26th officially underway and the Bloodline expected to compete in one of the show's 2 War Games matches, it makes sense that Sheamus would come back and stand side by side with his Brawling Brutes teammates to possibly set up that contest against Roman Reigns and company. The Irishman is in the middle of a career renaissance, a bona fide main event talent, and one of the most over guys in WWE following a series of chest-caving contests with Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. He won't be the guy to unseat Reigns, but there is something to be said about a veteran competitor who, at the age of 44, is delivering the best work of his career. Sheamus has earned that big pay-per-view match, and hopefully his return on Friday will be the start of the build to it. Number 6, Rhea Ripley may not be in the running for the Raw Women's Championship at the moment, but she has been a significant part of the show as a member of the Judgment Day throughout the past few months. Even after Rhea has been ruled medically unfit to compete, she continued to be significant for a variety of reasons, including the rivalry she had with Edge, Dominic's turn heel, and other factors. Thus, it seems Rhea Ripley has nothing but brighter prospects ahead of her. What took place at Extreme Rules is not something that we can simply put out of our minds. It was such a huge event when Rhea Ripley defeated Beth Phoenix all by herself right in front of Edge. That moment revealed to us that this fight was far from finished. Rhea has been bragging about how she effectively terminated Beth's career, and she's been doing so for the past few weeks. Rhea wore an armband on Raw that had the name Beth written on it, which was meant to sarcastically pay tribute to Beth Phoenix's career. Then at Crown Jewel, Rhea Ripley styled her hair just like Beth's and said that she was paying tribute to the late great Beth Phoenix, once again implying that Beth's career is over and done with. Rhea Ripley has said in the past that Rhea Phoenix is her biggest dream match opponent, so considering how much it makes sense given the storyline and now these non-stop teasers, it looks like Rhea will get her dream match with Beth after all. So be on the lookout for Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix. Maybe it's something we even see down the line at WrestleMania. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Well, guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments down below. Also, hit that like button, subscribe to Wrestling Bites, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified when we post new content. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video.